Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today, I'm looking at Starship Mine from The Next Generation's 6th season, or as I like to call it, that time it was Die Hard in Space. This episode was requested by the Ches Bailey, who cites it as their favourite Next Generation episode, and it seems fitting that we cover this Die Hard in Space episode this close to Christmas, so let's get going. We begin the episode with the Enterprise parked up to get some sweep done, so everyone needs to evacuate, but they're running behind, and Beverly moans about some tissue samples that will get obliterated in the super fatal sweep. Picard sees Data, who attempts small talk.
I'm attempting to fill a silent moment with non-relevant conversation.
But Picard looks like he needs to poop. Glad that's over. But Geordi and Worf both babble at him at once, with issues about the ship's systems. And then the administrator is on the phone. The sweep is starting in an hour, so Picard says goodbye to his ship, and into the credits we go. Data stalks this dude Hutch around the reception and pulls some faces, and then tries out what he's learnt on Beverly and Will. And when Hutch mentions horse riding, Picard decides to go back to the Enterprise to get his saddle. Dude, you know that ship is going to be deadly in like 25 minutes, right? Now, all gussied up and 8 minutes left, Picard notices damage to the ship and, oh hey Tuvok, wrong series dude. He must have said Janeway is a better captain because Picard attacks him and knocks him out. But Tuvok isn't the only one running around the ship, and Picard isn't able to beam to safety before the power goes out. Data is still practicing his banter while Hutch is still talking Riker's ear off, so Riker decides they should meet and they hit it off. With the sweep starting, Picard drags Tuvok somewhere safer, where he overhears the transmission and tries to get answers, but Tuvok don't feel like talking, so Picard knocks him out again. Out in the hall, Picard is discovered by this hairstyle choice, and while Hutch and Data continue to ramble on, Geordi detects something strange about the table, but their hosts usher him away, before promptly shooting him, and then Hutch. On Enterprise, the alien intruders fiddle about in engineering, when Picard rocks up, lying about who he is.
My name is Mott. I'm the barber.
But this lady is immediately bored of him and makes this guy, who was also on Voyager, watch him. Oh shit, for a second I wondered why someone had left a curtain on the floor, but I guess Hutch is full on dead now. The hostages chat about their situation and how they could fight back, and weaponizing Geordi's visor seems like their best course of action at the moment. The guy guarding gets bored, so Picard pulls something out of his ass and sticks it in a conveniently placed doodad, which activates the ship's fog machine, and Picard destroys their only means of protection from the sweep. Run, dude! He pulls a Die Hard with this guy on his ass, but no thanks, so he leaves his clothes as a distraction and the guy gets swept. With their shielding broken, the bad guys have to move on from engineering and plan to haul volatile material with them, so Picard tells them it's a stupid idea, but they're gonna go ahead with it anyway. Too bad he sabotaged their way out of the path of the sweep. Picard plays scientist and arms himself, while the hostages put their plan in motion, which begins with Riker punching Orton in the face, which for some reason doesn't get him immediately shot. This guy does get shot, but Hairdo catches Picard and also doesn't kill him, which seems dumb, seeing as he's screwing up their plans. But Kelsey does turn on her buddy and lies about it afterwards. Beverly uses Geordi's visor to knock everyone unconscious except for Data, and Picard reveals his identity to Kelsey, but it doesn't help. But what does help is this nifty booby trap he set up, and they fight for control, with Kelsey winning and beaming away. Picard calls the base and asks them to stop the sweep, something he should have done ages ago, and Picard reveals he messed with the container, so Kelsey's ship goes boom. Beverly tries to heal Picard, and Worf reveals he found his saddle. Yep, that was pretty much Die Hard in Space, but let's start with the obvious problem. Picard went back on board a ship that's about to become deadly to pick up a fucking saddle? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, really, that's the best they could have come up with? Have Spot be left on board, or a vital medical sample that wouldn't survive the sweep, not some dumbass item that Picard 100% did not need to go back for. That aside, this discount Die Hard wasn't bad. I mean, Kelsey was no Hans Gruber, but she was sufficiently villainous, and Picard either intentionally or passively caused the deaths of all but one of the bad guys, which is pretty damn savage. I didn't mind the cutting back and forth to the hostage situation. I mean, Deanna didn't contribute much, but it was fun to see them concoct a plan to escape, although I'm not sure why Hutch died and Geordi lived. I mean, besides plot armor, and they kind of glossed over his death. It was weird seeing Tim Russ pop up, but fun fact, His character, Devore, shares the same name as the race of telepathic aliens Tuvok was hiding from in the Voyager episode Counterpoint. A few questions about this one, but still a fun little episode. Yippee-ki-yay! So there you have it. That was Starship Mine. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button. It really does mean a lot. Or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. That's it from me for this year, but keep an eye out for a channel update video coming really soon, and my regular videos will start again on January 9th. Thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.